Let's question her about the buoy.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions. Oh.
Did you take the document?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely spooked by their disappearance.
I really want to say that a cryptid stole them. I want to say it.
Cryptid? Of course. That must be it. Thank you. I feel better already. Now that I think about it, you mentioned seawater. I was worried.
I just want to see what she says if people are coming after. She thinks people are coming after her.
Officer, it's a...
Did you take...
No.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuinely...
They couldn't know where I put it. I'm absolutely sure I was not followed. And I've told no one but you. You mentioned
The words.
Fuck that. I'm going with the cryptid. I'm so sorry. No one's watching anyway. We're cryptiding it. Also, fuck this. I want to get my shivers up. I want to try to do that thing. Let's get our shivers up. I want to see if I can do that check. Fuck. See. Oh boy. Wow, there's a lot of things for shivers, huh? We look ridiculous. I hate now wearing the tie because I'm always worried that we're gonna like not get. We're gonna miss out on it. What it says. All right, our shivers should be high as fuck.
Did you take the document?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
She doesn't seem to be lying. She's genuine.
Cryptid? Of course. That must be it. Thank you. I feel better already. Now that I think about it, you mentioned seawater. I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
A warm column of air rises around you, encircling the building you stand on. You feel its twisting shape, bits of paper and birds on the thermal, along with several million liters of water, all rising up into the great Insulindian sky. Because it's warm, from the gathering spring, from the oceanic current flowing into the bay, the people on the streets, and the machines that hum in the harbor. Heavy fuel oils, too. From the vapor, a great cumulus is formed, a cloud castle 1,000 meters high, A flock of seagulls screams, hitchhiking on the thermal. They too are part of the procession, the honor watch. For her, the guest, waiting. For Gloria, soon these clouds will all fall down as rain. Spring will come. 2 more months, maybe less. It's time.
You mean here in Martinez? I'm waiting to happen. It'll take one to get me out of the mess I'm in.
And what would that miracle be?
The return, of course. Now, I know I'm not from around here. I would only be hitchhiking. The return is a big hit in the industrial espionage circles. A lot of desperate, seedy types there. All screwed in this unipolar world. Don't you know, sir? I thought you were from around here. You look like Mr. Revachol. The return, well, it's part urban myth, part political science. It's a fool's hope, sir, and it's also all I've got. They say there will be an event, that it will happen somewhere here. In Revachol West. They say it will happen soon, and that it will change everything.
Le retour.
Of the king, of the nation, of communism, return on investment. I don't know exactly. It's meant to be vague, as promises generally are. But at the same time, I mean, things can't go on like this forever. Something will give. It always does.
It's an empty vessel, an amphora waiting to be filled. Something always returns from the past. It's how the future happens. Many guesses turn out to have been right.
As I said, there's talk. In the competitive intelligence crowd, a lot of people, like me, we need a new color on the map. It's all blue, you see, and that blue doesn't like us. No, I came all this way on a false passport and some money. To hide, mostly. In the most volatile part of the Real Belt, where it's easiest to disappear. Where the walls are still porous and you can slip through. This is just something to get me through the night, you know? A little espérance.
Still, the story influenced their choice of where to run. It must have some hidden layers.
Soon. But it's been soon for almost half a century now, so don't hold your breath. No need to worry, Lieutenant. I'm sure the streets will not erupt in seditious violence just yet.
These streets? I'm not so sure, miss.
Yeah, I guess it is.
So she thinks, at least. This return will feature a self-governing Revachol. She has already placed her bets.
I do.
I agree, Detective. Something is coming. Trouble. It will be a hard spring. I don't know what exactly, but...
Something is happening in this city. I can feel it when I'm out here at night.
Her thought trails off. The wind picks up again. Above her, a great cumulus cloud rises, ready to fall down as precipitation. April will come, then May. A month, maybe 2 from now. You shudder. The feeling dissipates. The thought ends.
Officer, It's a fine day for questions. I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit, sir. All the time.
She smiles, a bitter little smile. She means it.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we? How well could it have gone, I mean?
The wet wind, heavy with brine and industrial pollution from the stacks nearby, ruffles her hair.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility. For my sins, of course. The long-standing sins of a bad, frivolous person. For destroying my first love. For working for bad people. The list goes on and on. I don't know what to say. None of this is fortuitous for me. The what? Oh, those ones. I don't know, sir. I said I have no idea what to make of them. Honestly, I think they're just trash. I mean, there's no reason for me to think they're somehow connected to her.
She nods, slowly, carefully even. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious, but dangerous.
I fucking hate. I hate wearing that hat. Fuck the logic. Alright, balance. Tried to do the hashtags the right way, blah blah blah, and yeah, it's not worth it. Not doing anything, not getting anybody.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope, nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other. Ah, I should have known. This is yet another union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid of...
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something...
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too. As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't... The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scrapped. Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand. Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea. You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper. A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet. A 9mm bullet, to be exact. Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example. The floorboard isn't interested. Maybe the washerwoman is. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra ammunition. She's locked and loaded, ready to fight some cops. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself. An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see your reflection in it. The expression fixed to your clean-shaven face.
Our tenant, the policeman. Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either. Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people. She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think. I cleaned it, like I always do. No,
the truth, sire.
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
This Ruby is an old lady whisperer. She knows how to work the village elder, unlike you.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly...
She wanted to talk to her, as they usually do, but she was brooding.
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Aye, do tell. Exit from what?
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks...
No, she's a fighter.
Not a quitter, like you sometimes get, son. She really believes that.
How would I...
You could...
Aye, do tell. Exit from what?
The lieutenant...
No,
Not a quitter. She really believes that.
nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while...
The sun sets.
She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself. Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heat.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
I don't know. Further up the coast, she tried, woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The Feld electric neuron. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
What more do you want to know about that poor girl? Yes, let's hear those other questions. One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Tequila sunset. Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
I just want to hear him say he hasn't gotten laid. Cut that off accidentally.
Tequila sunset. Can't really remember seeing any women after losing my keys.
It's a touchy topic. He hasn't got laid in ages. He really has no idea who this Ruby is, sire.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
Uncle.
There's no... The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the...
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is going to crack the case.
Just wanted to try it.
Then we're definitely doing it. Is that the phasmid? It looks like the phasmid, leaning against the wall. It's not the phasmid. It's not even organic. It's a fire iron. How disappointing. Right? You'll have better luck next time, though. The phasmid, finding it is your destiny.
Mister, what were you doing in my fireplace? Oh, okay. Luby. Raluby. My mom tells me I'm a big girl, but she doesn't know that I can't say Earl. Or like, sometimes I can, but then Uller.
Kids.
Bye!
Totally worth it.
I see you haven't left our little Martinez yet. Still running around. Like some kind of cross-country law official. Hi. I guess you do. What's on your mind, officer? Oh? Who? Okay. When did this person stay here? Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning. Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm.
I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes it. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else. Really? Are you sure you're not also looking for Nadia Harnancourt? Or Ignis Nielsen? Or the great lost city of Ace under the waves? A lot of stuff.
Wow, that opened a massive stream.
Oh, there's plenty missing. But that's too much for even an eager terrier like you to handle. Although you seem very thorough. Tell me, instead, is there something else I can help you with? I wonder if I should get rid of the Jameis boo. I don't need any of this. And the XP, like, pretty, I'm good. A little bit of extra XP, but I don't think it's really worth it. But I don't know, like, I doubt Searchlight Division's anything that does anything. I just want, I want to unlock stuff that's, like, interesting in the game. I wonder if this would, like, just create boring things for him to say. So, stuff. I don't know why the crowd's Mazov thing. I think because I shaved my sideburns, I can't get it. I actually want to look that up. If you shave your sideburns off in Disco Elysium, will the death of Kraz Mazov thought, will you be locked out of getting that? Then why isn't it triggering? Yeah, exactly. It is stopping me from getting it. Yep. I can't point out how I look like him. Totally fucked that up. I'm doing the communist path already. I've already met with Stepan. But I think the fact that I shaved won't allow me to get the internal thought the death of Mazov because I no longer look like him, and I think you have to have that dialogue where you look like him to trigger the dialogue to get the thought. Then how do I get it? Not Mazovian economics. Jesus. I already have Mazovian economics. I'm talking about the thought, the death of Mazov. Yeah, well, there's the ones I got. Yes, there is. Suicide, whatever. God almighty. The suicide of Mazov. How do I unlock that thought? Exactly. I'm right. I can no longer get it. Yes. Okay, then how do I get it? But I already interacted with the bust previously, and I must have not chosen the right dialogue. And when I go back to the bust to talk about it, none of those options are available. AI is so stupid. You already interacted with the bust previously, and the dialogue are gone. You cannot get the thought. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I can't. It sucks. Yeah, I missed that. That fucking sucks. Then how do I get it? I don't believe this. I don't believe him. I already settled my thing with Gart. I'm on like day 5. Yeah, I'm locked out of it completely. Yeah, completely locked out of it. It fucking sucks. I can't believe I missed that. Sucks. Yeah, I'm broadcasting now. Nobody cares. Nobody's watching. Nobody gives a fuck. But the suicide of Krasmazov, does that add like flavor text or add anything when you're talking to Stepan and Echo Maker and doing your communist quest? Yeah, that's true. 100%. No, but it doesn't it add flavor to your communist playthrough? Really? I thought it would add some flavor. If anybody does watch this after the fact, this is all part of the. I thought, whatever. Entirely internal model. It does add some flavor. It adds internal flavor text. It adds something, which is what I want. Yeah, it just would have been really nice to have it for a communist playthrough. And I'm never going to do a communist playthrough again because there's 3 other paths. So, oh well. Does the apricot chewing gum thought add absolutely anything other than the stat boost? Does it add any internal thought or internal flavor or anything but a stat boost? Is there any harm in getting rid of it other than losing stats? I want to know what I can get rid of so I can play around with stuff. Yeah, I already got that. You better not be wrong. The AI is so often wrong. I'm just trying to figure out what I can get rid of and fuck around with. I doubt Searchlight Division does anything. We'll just rock and roll. Fuck it. I almost feel like I'm done with like like Revachol, like Martinez. There's like not a whole hell of a lot left besides the church stuff. Like that's mostly it. I guess that's what I'll do. I know that like finding a ruby will trigger like the point of no return. Even though it was my first playthrough, but I know that, which is something that's good to know. Actually, I have done like every fucking bit of content in this game. Like, look at my damn statistics. Like, there's so much of everything. I've done every single. I've like seen almost every single line of dialogue I could possibly see. That's a lot of everything. So a lot of times I would go back and it's kind of fucky because like the game systems almost make you play abusively. Like you get a bunch of stuff where it's like if you pick communist options, if you pick ultra liberal options, if you pick like money options, then you get rewards. So it makes you like oftentimes go back to dialogue and then like choose the communist option, then go back and choose the ultra liberal option, just so you can get the rewards. And it kind of makes it like you just have like a mismatch of everything. Though I'm still heavily communist leaning, but in part that's because I chose the communist path and that automatically gives you more. But I still was communist leaning even before that. But I almost would like it if you couldn't go back and like exhaust other dialogue options. Like I would like it if your choice was like on certain things it is final, but it makes me feel like I'm kind of just like a mismatch of everything. But the things that I actually really am are the things that are leading. Like I am a superstar cop who I'm everything but a boring cop, I guess. I am a superstar cop. That's how I started. Then I became a hobo cop as well, just to get money and stuff. I didn't actually want to be a hobo cop, so I actually got rid of that. And I don't even want to pick hobo cop if there was hobo cop like dialogue. Because I don't want to be a hobo cop. I want to be a sad superstar that believes in the paranormal. I don't want to be a boring cop. I don't want to be a hobo cop. I want to be a superstar cop that hates himself and believes in the paranormal because that's the most similar to myself, and that's what I would like to cosplay as. And communism I chose because the developers are communists. Communism, I felt, was the default path of the game. This game is basically communist propaganda, which I'm fine with because it's fucking brilliant. Anything can be anything it wants to be, but if the level of quality is at a certain level, then whatever. That's fine. It's fine then. Like, just like with games, when people are like, it's woke. I don't subscribe to like anti-woke shit, but I'm also not a person that like pushes the idea that people should be force-feeding their like political ideologies into things where it doesn't belong. Like when political ideology takes precedent over game quality and quality of the art, like I have a problem with that. So on one hand, like I guess I'm liberal, but on the other hand, I'm not in favor of like liberal developers trying to make a political statement with their games. Unless their game naturally lends itself to that and whatever they're trying to say politically fits within a wonderful, masterfully created game, then like that's fine. Like there's literally political stuff in this game. Like I do think this game is pushing communist propaganda, but it fits into the game and it's fine. And this game does like. I'm surprised that like the anti-woke crowd doesn't hate this game because it does push like LGBTQ things. But at the same time, like it also makes fun of them, so it's like an equal opportunity offender. So it's like I suppose that's why it gets away with it. But like it's perfectly like this game is perfect. Like technically, they are saying political things in this game, like whether they're actually political or like social political, but they do it in such a comfortable way where it fits into the content of the game. And the game is so masterful in its writing that like nobody has a problem with it. But when they like force feed it into games and the game suffers because of it, like The Last of Us Part 2 is woke, but it's amazing. Like, and I don't give a fuck about like all the rhetoric that the game's bad. Like that fucking game is incredible. So I don't care that like it doesn't. Ellie being a lesbian and whatever doesn't harm the game, and even Joel's death, spoiler, like I don't know. I thought it was like such a dramatic, painful, gut-wrenching moment. Even though I loved Joel, it was like that moment made me feel something, and that's should be the ultimate goal of art, is to like make you feel something. So I really didn't have a problem with it, and I actually thought this narrative and the nuances that people ignore were fantastic, and I love The Last of Us Part 2 in every way. So when a game is phenomenal quality, I don't give a fuck what they do politically. If the game is incredible, it gives them free will to do whatever the fuck they want. So God of War Le Fay, like, fucking people are idiots. Like, the Sony Santa Monica is amazing, the trailer looked amazing, and the character, Faye, was, like, set up 2 games ago, which is so ridiculous. It's even, like, a controversial thing for anti-woke people. Fucking ridiculous. I don't know why I went into that whole diatribe. It was about picking communism. Stuff. I always wonder, like, statistically, what, like, before I talk to people, what I should, like, focus on or have, but I'll drive myself crazy. Still need to get that fucking thing.
Yes, what is it? What? No, no one's suspicious around here.
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
I don't want to make anything work. Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Okay, wait a minute, though. I went back. I have no dialogue options about talking to her about the filament thing, like, in the Doom commercial district. I went back and, like, now that I had the password from her, or from this computer, I went back, put the password in that, and I learned a whole bunch of stuff. I'm shocked that I can't talk to her about that, because she worked on that World game. I can't believe I can't talk to her about it. Unless I can, and it's in, like, one of the old grayed out options.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
That's right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it.
I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. I'm
The machine?
Could you?
It's not just rudeness. It
I
really
just
is
wonder if I
hard
could
to
trigger
concentrate on
anything
whatever she
from
needs to do.
when I
And
talked
you're
about the
not
game.
helping.
So you do know something about computers? No. Besides...
No, actually, it is kind...
No! I was actually aiming for the military-grade Revachol. Great.
Just tell her about Egged's defense speech.
I already told you. I'm not interested. A chance to cook some speed, you mean?
Bro, it's not a lie. I told them no speed.
Very cool. But I don't want any part of those surroundings myself.
Wait, she doesn't want to share the space with them. You can help her finish the research. Then she won't have to. Offer to help. She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's off-site copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
I'm just curious if I tell her that, if I lie to her about the speed thing, but even though they promised not to, so weird.
Yes, what is it? What?
She has not seen her, sire. 'Tis true.
I don't want to make anything work. Yes.
It's not the anodic dance music.
That's right.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it. Just tell her about Egged's defense.
I already... A chance to cook some speed, you mean? Huh. Did they? All right. This is all very good and sad, but I have my research to finish. Trust me, this is far more important than the fate of some local speed.
Wait. She doesn't want to share the space with them. Help her finish
Alright,
the research.
that's exactly what I
Then
thought.
she won't have to. off. She thinks about it.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a
already did
filament
it.
memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself. It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly.
Hold on. If it's called an off-site copy, then why is it still on-site?
Oh God, not this again. It is not on-site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on-site.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear?
This is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to explain herself numerous times.
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady. Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar. The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it. In the giant ice bear fridge. I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offsite copy from the ice bear.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there. There was a note saying...
Oh shit, wait a minute.
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still. Wait, a note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory? Jawiza. Of course! Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse, whatever that means. Of course not. Anyway, I don't have my keys anymore and she won't let me in. Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil. It doesn't emit, it receives. You sound just like her. She started praying when she first saw my reign. Turned to higher powers.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic. Wait, what? Whose dead body?
You know, we don't actually have to tell the entire world about the fridge.
Whose body is it? And And what is it doing in the fridge?
It's almost as if she feels some sort of ownership of the fridge.
You put it there? You put a dead body inside the ice bear fridge. Okay. Very cool. Thanks for keeping me in the loop.
We would appreciate it if you kept this knowledge to yourself, miss.
Who would I tell? My mother? I don't have anyone to tell. And if I did, I wouldn't. I don't care. This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing. Something she holds dear.
Thanks. And here's my Kvalsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Kvalsund. The legendary Kvalsund multi-tool. This is Prybar version 2.0 for professionals like you. This glorious multi-tool makes a regular Prybar completely obsolete.
Yes? Thanks.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here, or something stronger, like the Kvalsund KR2 multi-tool.
Didn't Sona give you a perfect tool for this kind of job? The Kvalsund. You should take it out.
Equip the multi-tool by going to the Tools tab in your inventory.
God, what the fuck? This is like something from, Jesus Christmas, that Souls game from Lords of the Fallen developers. Deck 13, right? Whatever.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank ice cream churner and an electric. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Kvalsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side. Disappointment washes over you as you stare into the almost empty ice cream maker.
A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs. A few bricks are falling
Let's see if my
off,
high
revealing
encyclopedia
the
will,
compartment.
Seems like an old bunker. It means there are...
He
give me
likes
any
this one.
information. Did not.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's playing a magnetic driver. An old lady greets you. Her voice sounds 100 years old.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. Please repeat. Is this the offset copy? Good. Please. No, that's not it.
What does maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
No, that's not.
What does maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window.
Received.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the frame. The filament slides out of its glowing nest. The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting on a single pane of glass. A crack runs across the length of her body.
Well, where do I find the password?
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting. Why? That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else? The mother of human... Why? That does... I don't know. What to... Only a strange little... The mother of humanism.
Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with humanism. The laws... I have no idea what you mean by that. Yes, we all are. Her name, body, and rule are synonymous with you.
The woman looks by...
I have no idea what you...
The mother of humanism stands above you, a precious and complex wax painting.
Oh, that's so stupid, bro. It's so stupid. So I had it, but it's so dumb. So dumb. So dumb.
This orange machine is dead still. This orange machine is dead still. Ice groans and howls under the darkness. Disappointment washes
A scoop of ice.
You gently lift.
We should take it back.
Yes, but... Tiles on the cube are still like a smooth draw. The speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is this the offset copy? Good. Please repeat the password. No, that's not it.
What does she mean? That's not it. Maybe it's the second part of the leitmotif you saw on the stained glass window. Don't worry. Passwords.
Fortress accident. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are... The filament slides out of its glowing neck. Tiles on the cube are like a smooth draw. The speaker...
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Good. Please repeat the password. Good. I've unlocked the offside copy. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Ka-ching.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. It sounds like something cracks before the piece of paper starts filling up with pure black ink. Something's broken. Machines aren't supposed to behave like this. It sounds like something cracks. Something's broken. The paper is soaked with ink. Its monochrome darkness spanning from margin to margin. It's not possible to make out any information.
Odd. Something is obviously broken here.
A single speck of white shines out from the shade. For some reason, the printer decided to spare this one tiny dot of paper. Marked by the devil itself. Looks like gibberish. Better get running again.
The fuck? They didn't tell me anything. Logic? I don't know.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
I want wonder if I needed to have like higher logic or something. I don't know. I'm not gonna retry it.
Tiles on the cube are still smoke. The filament slides out of its glowing nest. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the speaker comes.
Good evening. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat. No.
Unbelievable.
Good.
Really? She just used the same password?
Fortress accident. Is there? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework.
I'm pretty sure I did this, but
Vincent
just in
played
case.
with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding like it's a project report written by the first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the tiles on the cube are still smoldering. Tiles on the cube are still. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Yes, what is it? Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the one. Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it. A speck of white? That's exactly what I'm hoping to find. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper gets soaked in ink again, its evil blackness shining in the light of the mainframe. It looks eerie. This is wrong. Machines cold sweat trickles down your spine. This is spooky as hell. Sona doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's...
Here! I found it! Hold on. Shh! Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done! I've got it! I found the location of the anomaly! Yes, what is it? Yes? Thanks. Looks like it's the... Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it. A speck of white? Lintel was a... Watch.
The paper. This is cold sweat trickles down your spine. This Sona does...
Here. I found it. Hold on. Shh. Just give me a second. I'm almost...
I've never witnessed a program...
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly. I found the coordinates.
She's beaming. You can feel it in your heart. Great job.
Thank you.
Time for a celebratory drink, perhaps. Just a thought.
There. In the swallow. Think you can help me again? I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double-check...
What an interesting proposition. Truly a task for the intellectuals, solving the puzzle of water bowls.
Figure it out? No. I don't need you to figure anything out. I've got a computer for that. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
What? She only wants you to follow instructions. Nothing intellectually stimulating. In this task, a child could, yes, but you like moving things around. Moving things around is calming.
Come on. It's not about your brain. Even I couldn't figure it out on my own. Can you please just go and move the water bowls for me? Thanks. The swallow, you mean? What about it? Ghosts? No, I don't think so. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in them either. Great. What are we talking about? And why? Ghosts? No, I don't think so.
You do know there's no need to officially document this information, right?
She has already turned back to her keyboard.
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have?
Easy. You measure it by the world around it.
Exactly. Very true. That's what I've been aiming for. That's why I have those basins. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence. To find out where it begins.
Ah, hydro transducers. So that's what those water...
But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
But does it have anything to do with necroplasmic life forms? Ghosts, in everyday parlance.
Somewhere...
Only a faint, strange thing.
There's this
The pillars.
Maybe. I know. No.
She sounds mildly annoyed by this line of questioning. Her hands type in
Just trying to
hundreds
see
of
if more
commands into the
paranormal
machine.
stuff can come up.
Because it's just trial and error. The offside copy you brought me helps, but... You know what? It would be great if you could just stop talking and Great. Thanks.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside. The measurements have been marked down around the bowls. Oh boy, this is going to be good. Some water spills out of the bowl. This task is an insult to your mental skills. It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall. Time to run back, or maybe walk. This is a sacred place after all.
I really thought I'd be able to do something else.
Yes, what is it? Great. Everything should be aligned now.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
Yeah, nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes. Honestly, I'm a little scared. I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is... I don't know. I'm just scared. Maybe it's going to be something terrifying. Maybe...
Like that evil ink that filled the printout, erasing coherence and meaning.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
Let's think about this logically. Why would nothing be terrifying if it's, well, nothing?
Because it reminds us of death. And we humans tend to think that death is pretty scary.
Death is scary. You can't just start over again. Or can you?
Yeah, you're right. Let's do it.
The lieutenant takes a step back, and then nothing. Nothing happens as Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. It's that quiet in the sanctuary. She doesn't answer, her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus, one hand cupping the headphone.
Damn it! No, of course not. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
No. No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Yes, what is it?
Large letters on the front form a title, Wirral. The colorful box is illustrated with bucolic vistas. The cover art also features odd-looking humanoids, some short, some taller, some with pointy ears, others with ephemeral wings. Text underneath the title in smaller typeface reads, 3rd edition, Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel adds, a sword and sorcery adventure board game with new maps and miniatures. Mysterious things rattle inside. What could they be? Dice? Plastic miniatures? A fantastical alternate world full of magic and wonder? None of that witless man from Heimdall, fascist dross, hidden behind faux realistic allegory. Wirral is no cliché-ridden apologia for colonial violence. Wirral is pure imagination. It's not. It's for pansies. The man from Heimdall is way more awesome. A blurb on the back reads, tired of the tedium and toil of modern life? Escape to Wirral. Leave behind Isolas and nations with their petty squabbles. Discard electricity, magnets, and boring technological widgets. Succumb to a world of high pasternal fantastique. Unleash your imagination and create an adventure of endless possibilities. Discover the terrible secret threatening Wirral. Can your band of adventurers save the world? Exactly. That's the spirit. All you have to do is read an intricate rulebook, study an assortment of maps, unfold the illustrated game board, and start rolling dice. In no time, you could be romping through grasslands with low-level characters, hunted by Iskala riders, or battling unspeakable monsters in endless dungeons fraught with danger and despair, conjuring up forceful magics to aid your quest. Don't forget heated arguments escalate into physical confrontation with your friends. And beer, lots of beer. And most importantly, Never forget to rage quit if the dice don't go your way. You pry open the box. Inside you find a folded up map, a small booklet, a 24-sided die, and a little plastic figurine. A reprint of a crude hand-drawn map. The top left corner reads, Lands of Wirral. The map features both small villages and mid-sized towns with odd names, in addition to meadows, forests, hills, lakes and seas, also with odd names. It doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen thus far. It's not a very helpful map. A quick guide to the magical races of Wirral. Create your own hero, choosing from any of these completely unique and fantastical backgrounds. The options are in order of importance. The Welkin, the Tweog, the humans, the fairy folk, and the pygmies. The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful, with long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users, but can also hold their own in a brawn-driven fight. The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races. High Welkin, Forest Welkin, Lake Welkin, and Snow Welkin. But if you're not feeling experimental, a basic Welkin will always do. A grand race of industrious mountain people. They're short, stout, and muscular, and enjoy digging for gold and other precious minerals. They're also well versed in the art of combat, where they prefer to use axes and hammers. The Tweog also come in a few different sub-races. Hill Tweog, Shield Tweog, and Dark Tweog. They're just humans. What else is there to tell? They're average in all stats, and jacks of all trades. A very small race of flying people, known for being mischievous, full of trickery. They often lure people into their magical traps. There are no sub-races for the fairies. The least popular of the Wirral races, the pygmies, are short, rotund, and dim-witted. Pygmies live in small villages made of shoddy wooden dwellings. They spend most of their days tilling the earth and smoking their pipes. There are no sub-races for the pygmies.
It's like reading a book. At first, when you start to read all these descriptions and stuff, it's boring and you want to just skim through it. But now I'm in like a very relaxed mood, and I'm actually really enjoying reading this nonsense, or having it read to me. To the point where I almost want to like read the descriptions again. It's just pleasant, and the narrator's so pleasant. I almost want to smoke a pipe and have him describe the creatures to me again, because it's just so pleasant. I actually like all this stupid lore in the game. From Dick Mullen and all this shit.
A reprint. It doesn't seem to correspond with anything you've seen. A quick guide to the options are in order of it. The Welkin, tall, lithe, and graceful, with long flowing hair and pointy ears. They're known for being powerful magic users, but can also hold their own in a brawn-driven fight. The Welkin come with a variety of exciting sub-races. High Welkin, Forest Welkin, Lake Welkin, and Snow Welkin. A grand race of industrious mountain people. They're short. The Tweog also come in a few. You stuff it back inside the box. It's made from some sort of wood and has been decorated with peculiar plant motifs. You don't know much about dice, but this one looks pretty damn fancy.
So do we have extra die? Oh, okay.
You place the die into
Yeah,
your
now we
pocket.
have Sender
It's
World
always
die.
good to have luck on your side.
Yeah, that's crazy. Wow, we could have gotten that from the Dice Maker. But we get it for free, so anybody playing the game, you should probably get the fucking board game, like, ASAP.
You see a man in ragged clothes, wearing a lopsided hat and wielding some sort of a firearm.
I'm so jealous of Robert Kirvish. Like, man, he created this fucking world and all these things in it, and it's like people get to appreciate what he created now. I would love to create this world with all of these sub things in it. Like, he clearly created this whole world thing and like this, the man from Heimdall and like all this shit, like, and all that stuff clearly has like depth of lore. It's cool that like all of the stuff, even though it's like kind of a joke, it's kind of not. Like, created his own lore. I guess that people appreciate it. It's so lucky, man. Like, even if his game wasn't game of the year and like he wasn't rich and famous now, it's like if he was just moderately successful, it would still be such a great feeling being him, in the sense that people get to appreciate your minds and the things that you've created, like these fake fantastical things within a fictional world. Because as much as like the Whirl and Dick Mullen and all that are like caricatures of these things, it's like it's still something he probably created with like heart.
Huh, interesting. A communard. A communard, one of the leftist revolutionaries in the anti-centennial revolution. The figurine is not a part of the real game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process. I have a feeling the figurines are more there to set the scene than anything else.
You see a man.
Huh, interesting. It is not. The communards are not a part of the game setting. I guess someone misplaced it during the packaging process. Good luck finding people who'd want to play as communards.
You pick the figurine up by the base to meet your gaze. The little plastic man stares back at you, his face contorted into a
The
disturbing
reason why I
shout.
wanted, if
Then
anyone ever
you
sees
pocket
this,
it.
the reason why I wanted to open up the board game before finishing talking to her is because she's making a world game. So, she was. So I should have opened up the board game before talking to her, ever, because I feel like it would give me more knowledge on Whirl. So I know like I'm coming to a close with her quest, so I just wanted to open up the board game just in case it gave me any other extra tidbits with her.
A colorful box with the title, Revachol.
wonder what purpose this would have had. If maybe this would have purpose with Renee, or if this will have purpose with my communist group. I don't know. It opens white checks. I wonder if I'm playing the game on hardcore, if like that will actually help me, because I don't struggle with checks now. It's easy. Also, some of these checks are a lie. Like the sleeping dock worker, he's not there anymore. He was gone after day one. Cargo container's real. The Gaston sandwich is real. I've done it, but I reloaded. I reloaded. Can't get. I have to get into the room. I'll check. Maybe I'll sleep there tonight. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what they're talking about with the warded door. I really don't. I have no idea what they're talking about with the warded door. That's like an error in their game. That's the door that I got a key to. That's the door. That's the door from the bookstore, where the lady gave me the key. I guess you could have opened it yourself with Pain Threshold, but it's gross that it still stays up there because it's no longer a thing I can do. I hate that. And the electronic doorbell, I already did that. And the suggestion, that quest is already done. I was trying to get her to sign the thing, which I don't want to do because I don't want to screw them over. And that quest is already done. Like, I hate that these things are still like there, but she's like, church doors. I got the key, so I don't know, man. I don't know why they do this. This is accurate. But it's like, when you get the keys, the check should disappear. I hate that. The only real ones are the mirror and the sink in Duasuna. All the other ones are fake. There is no sleeping dock worker anymore.
Yes, what is it?
Everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace. And then the pressure changes. It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the air. What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
A better sound system? Alright, but where would we get one?
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace. You mean the speed freaks? Of course, the speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me? I guess I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence.
Brilliant negotiating there, Detective. As always.
Sure. Let me know how it goes. Thanks, officer.
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes? What's the deal? We are grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of anodic dance music. That's fine. We can manage. And what about the side business? Have you made up your mind?
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. I don't want them to set up the drug lab. I'm just making 100% sure I'm not missing anything like vital by making this decision. But my thought process the entire time was no drug lab. Even though I'm not playing a hardcore like good guy fucking like clean cut cop, there's still like draws a line where like I do drugs and alcohol and I'm like a depressed wacko, but there still draws a line where like I am a fucking cop, and it's like to help kids set up a drug lab is really not something I would think is like. I'm not playing a complete nihilistic fucking maniac. I'm playing the playthrough as I would in this position, and in his position as an already crazy drug addict, depressed guy, I would do drugs as needed and stuff, but I would not go out of my way to help kids set up a drug lab. It's just I'm not doing a playthrough where I'm just trying to be as wacky as possible. I'm trying to play it legitimately. That's why I probably shouldn't have titled it the way I titled it. I just thought it was funny, and with the drink, though it doesn't matter if I use titles and hashtags correctly, but the correct hashtags, I still am getting nobody viewing ever, regardless of what I do. That sucks, because when I had stopped streaming during around Christmas time, I was getting a lot of people. I mean, modest to like being a nobody. In context to like being a nobody. You know, I was getting 100, 200 views per video, and I would often have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 12, 13, 14 people at a time at the maximum. But I would very often have like 3 or 4 people, and now it's like nobody ever. It's weird.
Oh man, really? You're a complete ballbuster. Fine, we can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
She's gone. I don't even get anything anymore for it. I never even noticed that was a sailboat. What the fuck is the point of a boat? What the fuck? What? We can get to that boat? Wait, is this boat a new thing? I never noticed it. Oh my god, the boat's new. Totally new. What the fuck? What is this shit? Fuck is this shit?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me. But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can.
I'll just keep the Cordelechi in the channel, if that's
Why
okay.
is she here?
It's too
It's
shallow
her.
near the pier.
What? Why did it take her so long to get here?
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way. Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Something about the way she says it makes you want to sing.
Oh, jetty, oh, jetty. It's good to see you here, detectives. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Oh, this should triggered ages ago. The game, very poor design in that way. Very poor design. I understand what the game has been trying to do, but it didn't, you know, like, the main quest, it's very strange because the main quest, like, eventually forces you to cross the water lock and go to the village. But by the time it does that, the main quest is like almost over. Like you just ask where Ruby is and then find Ruby and that's it. Like, and this happened because I think because I triggered the dialogue with Titus where he tells me to go search for Ruby in the village. But I waited so long to do that because I knew Ruby is a point of no return. But I guess the game expected you to do that as soon as you could get across the waterlock. And then Joyce is just, and that was Joyce's trigger to come down here so you would find her. They should have had the trigger be on, like, the trigger should have just been, like, as soon as you talk to the washwoman for the first time or something. I don't like that trigger, because I've been here forever, and now she just comes down, and it's just to keep an eye on me. Fucking, it's a weird thing, and a weird pacing that they did with the game. Like, even with just the main quest with Titus, like, there's so much to do south of the waterlock. There's almost as much to do there as there is in Martinez proper, and it's like it's weird that there'd be almost nothing left of the main quest by the time the main quest tells you to go down here. I don't know. And that Joyce's trigger to come down here would be based on Titus's main quest thing, because like the point of no return is almost up. Like, it's weird. Basically, like, players could have been in this village fucking around for so long and almost be done with like the main game before Joyce comes down here, which is exactly what I did. She should have come down here. It's the first time you ever came to the village.
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however. I would be better able to assist you from here. Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the cordelate she read. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism? Elder abuse? And who is this scamp, anyway?
Oh my god, this is so strange. The game is being so weird with the way developers designed it. As if I wouldn't know who Cindy was already. Your natural curiosity would have. But this is like a fucking. And they wouldn't put an option if you already know who she is. They're talking about Cindy.
No need. Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of rent. How do I like it?
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name, all the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
One thing I don't actually like descriptively with Robert Kirvish's writing is the use of the word pornographic. Pornographic, I don't know, it's like an adjective, I don't like it. I've seen this multiple times now. Kim uses this description talking about his motor car, talking about like pimping out cars.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
Boy, I don't know what to say.
Maybe.
Above you, there forms a quilt of altocumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West, where it's early spring and the rains are coming. An officer enters a low hut of stone and wood. Inside, weapons are piled against the walls. Rifles with splintering stocks. They're antiques, says Lieutenant John, the archetype McCoy, to his partner. They're digging them up from the catacombs now, fixing them. Old caches from the revolution. The children carry them up. Come May, the streets will be flooded. Outside, the wind rattles the loose hatches, flooded with cheap weapons in anger.
Have I told you how they discovered this place? No, they're in Celindian, Isala. Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty. I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Do we?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit? You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tequila sunset.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little...
Tequila sunset. I do, but as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low, if you catch my drift. Not much, but it will do. The tale I'm about to tell you is an urban legend particular to Martinez. That said, I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in Koran. There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict. What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Are you telling the story of the headless...
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. Summer of 44. 17-year-old Gertrude Het is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal.
The streets are warmed by a southerly breeze. The lights of a passing motor carriage bloom and fade. In the harbor's dark, her cigarette is a beacon, dancing alone. The image comes to you effortlessly, as though you'd walked the same streets yourself 1,000 times.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides. What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see? What? No, I told you this is a Martinez legend. It's a man.
The pause is long and dramatic.
With no head on his shoulders, wearing a found tracksuit, searching for the legendary found cap that went missing when he lost his head.
I thought that he rode a headless pig.
Well, there are many versions of this story. The most peculiar of which has the headless found rider riding on the back of another headless man. Yes. According to legend, young Gertrude Het had to endure years of psychotherapy before she was able to look at a horse or tracksuit again. And she's one of the lucky ones. Gertrude Het may have been the first to witness the headless found rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Fuck, Rosemary, they were dating. No one said they were feminists. Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
What? You know it.
I've read the case file, but please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula de Pont and Eva Delgado are fishing near the waterlock long after the sun has set. The wind picks up, A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season.
Two women stand on a small outcropping of rocks. One of them is wearing a purple raincoat. Thin lines reach out from the rods into the sea. Small droplets start appearing on the surface with increasing frequency.
The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around.
When she sees something, her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the headless Faun rider looming on the horizon. Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with nary a sound. Her body is never recovered.
Naturally, Ula de Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called headless Faun rider and that she ran, fearing for her life. During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle, the third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty and De Ponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story. No, she committed suicide before she could be taken into custody. They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling. Not a pretty scene.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well, here's to another case closed. Anyway, that's the story of the headless Faun rider. Pretty crazy, huh? Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though. Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost found cap, plotting revenge.
O headless brother, where art thou?
Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline.
Even decapitation couldn't stop his commitment to the sport. Are you that committed?
Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off. Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse mounted it, where it remains to this day. But then, no one really knows.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
That would explain the tracksuit and his need for revenge. Not sure how the horse fits in, though. I don't know, I don't buy it. Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories? Well, to some say...
Oh, headless.
Others claim...
Even the...
Personal coincidence...
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
That explains the horse part for sure. Don't know why he'd be wearing a tracksuit, though. Seems like a stretch, if you... Anyway, to each his own. Well, some say...
Oh, head.
Others claim...
Even the
Personally, coincident...
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory.
Isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfectly. That's how I know it's right. Anyway, to each his own. Well, some...
Oh,
others...
Even the...
Personally, coincident...
For some reason, this does strike you as...
Like you could do better, Tequila. Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
Hard to argue with that, I suppose.
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then blam! It throws some wild shit at you. That's why it's critical to stay well hydrated. Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that. Giants? That the best you got? Give me a break, Tequila. Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? Acid gnomes? Sounds like a stupid, low-concept band name. Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that. I have to admit, that's pretty high concept. Still not as awesome as a headless rider in a found tracksuit, though. Yeah? What? Damn right it doesn't. So why don't you just shut up and leave it to the master? No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to this day, and can be seen near the canal when the clock strikes midnight.
I'm in a chill mood. I could literally just sit here and listen to Doom Spiral talk about the shit for forever.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
Aye. I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
Oh man, that's it. I wanted to give him some special alcohol.
I actually do have one. The strangest of them all. But I'll need to fortify myself before I can tell that one. Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? Tell me you got some story juice. It's very hard to tell a story when one's mouth is dry.
The legend! He's back. And firstly, I got smokes and piss and a little speed to spice things up.
Tequila Sunset. Wonderful. Classy. This last one is the most Martinet story I've ever heard. I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But I've been on the coast 8, 9 months now, and in that time I've seen at least 3 expeditions come through, searching for something.
A shovel hits the sand somewhere behind the reeds, near an abandoned construction yard. The young men look over their shoulders suspiciously. The sound of their digging seems loud, and the sudden silence.
Magic animals? No, man, this is serious stuff. Hey, hey! Fuck you, Tequila. No, Tequila. Most people already know where they live. It's guys like you and me that are the exceptions. All kinds. I've seen archaeologists, gangsters, even a bunch of ad agency types. I'm telling you, Tequila, this thing's got a pull on certain kinds of people.
Wait, there's a tingling back here. The stirring of a faint sensation.
You know, obsessive types. People with predilections. Some of those expeditions come back after a week or so, looking haggard and dejected. Others don't return at all. The first time I saw one of these expeditions, I thought they were fucking with me. There was no way it could be true. It was just too high concept, even for me.
There's no way. It can't be. Or can it? You know.
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story, to be perfectly honest. You're in a fragile state, and it might be too much for you to handle. Okay, fine, I'll tell you. But I'm warning you, it's pretty out there. Our story begins at a legendary design studio, right here in Martinez. There was this designer. His exact name is lost to history, but in life, he was a legend. Made it big in Aranya, where he did some real pioneering work on grotesque and sans serif typography. A fucking genius, man. That is, if he even existed. Who knows? It's an urban legend, after all.
He existed, all right. You feel it deep within your basal ganglia. He was as real as you are. I'm talking about
Anyway, sometime later he started his own personal studio here in Martinez. And that's when he started working on some really wild stuff. I'm talking some glass-smooth, forward-looking design language, the kind of thing that would totally overthrow the old regime, design-wise.
A paradigm-shattering revolutionary?
But then, something turned. You see, it's widely known that nose candy and pioneer graphic design work go hand in hand. You know tequila, nose candy, the White Railroad, party powder.
The kids on the streets also call it Snow Day.
Or Emelan gold. For the plateau on which most of the world's supply is grown and harvested, typically by slave labor.
Sinus salt, the White Knight.
Can't see, for its popularity among the aristocratic class of the prior century.
Along with a number of more banal street names. Blow, of course, but also flake, powder, pearl. Really, anything that's white will work. He's talking about cocaine.
Shit yeah, tequila. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not surprised. Many men find it hard reaching that final level of genius without blow. You've got to understand, the work this guy was doing was so high concept that regular amounts of cocaine just weren't cutting it. By the end, they were bringing it in by the lorry load. Now, as you might imagine, snorting that much cocaine can't be healthy for a regular human, right?
Right. Wrong. Do it all the time. All day, baby.
Hey, tequila, pay attention. The story goes that one day he was balls deep in work on what he thought would be his pièce de résistance, an advert so minimal it contained neither text nor images, just pure white. Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. He dropped dead right at his desk before he could finish. His last words are recorded to have been, "It's as white as a blizzard of cocaine." I know, tequila. I know. But the story doesn't end there. Supposedly, when they performed the autopsy, the coroner discovered nearly 1/4 kilo of coke jammed into his nasal cavity.
That's almost certainly anatomically impossible. Wrong again, nerd. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. 250 grams of blow had accumulated in there over the years. We're talking high-grade Saramaritsian pure. Not that cut-rate shit your grandma does. There are those who believe the designer was buried with this 1/4 key of nose candy still lodged in his sinuses. That's what those expeditions are looking for.
Trying to do the math in my head. So 250 grams. That's what he said a 1/4 key is. I don't know what that is offhand. I don't think that's not enough that expeditions would look for. 250 grams of coke is a lot. You get a gram of coke for like $70. Who knows nowadays? I don't know. Anywhere from like 40 to 100. Probably like $80 now. Let's just, even if it was 100, It wouldn't be in. It wouldn't. It's not that. It's not like a few grand. Or wait, no, it's more than that. Yeah, no, it's like 25,000. It's more than that, but still, it's less than like 100 grand. So it'd be about like 50, um, 62,500, something like that. Well, then it's not 100 though. Yeah, it'd be like $50,000 maybe. Yeah, you can't have. You really couldn't fit more than a few grams in your nasal. 10 grams would be the most.
The cocaine skull.
Yeah, I guess if his entire skull is filled with cocaine.
The cocaine skull. No. Wow. Here's the kicker. This designer, this lead designer of a world-famous design studio, was born in Martinez. A local boy, Martin Martinez. That's why he brought his studio here, back to where it all began. And that's why they buried him here, too. Perhaps right under Ab's pipe there. Or probably further down the coast, or in some yard in Martinez proper. A hidden mausoleum, no one knows exactly.
No, my grandma always told me his grave lay somewhere on the islets on the bay.
This is ludicrous and physically impossible. Sinuses can contain that amount of anything.
Now, detective. Always the skeptic. My only question is, where does one get a shovel?
Don't listen to him or his grandma. He's just making things up.
No, my grandma told me. I've heard other people say it too. That it's underwater. Or no, maybe it was the storm sewers.
Or maybe it's in the air, or in an ancient state pyramid offshore.
In a pyramid? Now that would be something.
The archaeologists say they want to put it in a museum, the gangsters say they want to sell it on the black market, and the ad agency guys say they're seeking inspiration.
Bullshit. They just want to snort it. But you could beat them to it, Harry. You could snort the magic skull cocaine instead.
I'm pretty sure they all just want to snort it, though.
And why wouldn't they, eh? Sounds like right strong stuff.
They're pretty vague about it in general. The gangsters like to claim they're looking for the grave of a friend, with picks and shovels. The archaeologists act all official about it, saying they're conducting serious research. Honestly, I think they're not really scientists, just rich. The junkies, for some reason, are pretty upfront about it. They just say they're looking to snort some blow out of a dead man's nasal cavity.
Honest men on an honest quest. You should join them.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as anyone on the coast. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on just a minute. Finding it right now is literally impossible.
What?
For one, the way is blocked by that big lorry that says Delta Logistics Company on the side. You definitely have to search the area behind that lorry too, yet it is impassable. And second, outfitting an expedition like that is expensive. It'd have to be a big production to do the cocaine skull justice. You need new gear, people who know what they're doing, all kinds of provisions. It's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame of our current setup. Matter of fact, unless a bunch of money just falls out of the sky, we might never know what's up with that skull.
I have to agree. We barely have what we need to solve the case we've got now. We can't afford to run around chasing after quasi-mythical pieces of drug paraphernalia. Besides, it would look extremely bad for the RCM to be caught up in something that has the word cocaine writ large on it. The PR is tricky on this.
Wait, maybe there's another way. Maybe up around the coast? Don't give up now.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll get our chance.
I want to search for the cocaine skull. Because the cocaine really makes me feel like I'm on the song.
Not that I can think of, currently. That might be the case, yes.
Fucker! I gave him my fucking bottle of Commodore. I wanted to hold Commodore wine while I was talking to the fucking communists. And now I can't buy more. I just want to hear what he would say. Totally fucking myself. And I need 2 minutes worth of dialogue. Check.
Uncle.
There's no way.
The legend! He's back! And firstly, I got smokes and
Can't
piss
believe it.
and a little...
Hopefully there'll be one more meeting. I wanted to hold Commodore Red in front of them. Are we doing Motorway South? Oh my god, I never did that. Son of a bitch. Son of a motherfucker.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? Not much. Something.
So...
No.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Before you get to the church, there's some way. I don't know exactly. Of note, the old now, what Catherine what? Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jam shut though.
Nothing is impossible.
And now you know everything there is to know about this. What more do you want to know about that poor girl? Nothing.
The sun set.
She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered, yes. Let's hear those other questions. A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang, sir.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is.
Like I said, it's an old children's song. You don't have to like it.